Hey everybody, it is Radley here with your angelic weather report for March 10th through the 16th of 2024. As we've been doing recently, we are using my newest deck, Animal Guides Tarot cards that dropped last week. Hope you guys have gotten it and that you're enjoying it. So we're using this for the 4 cards of the angelic weather report. Now, with each of those 4 cards comes an archangel card, and that comes from my deck, Angel Wisdom Tarot cards. So how does this work, you ask? Are you new? Welcome. And the way it works is this. I'm going to pull 4 cards, or I actually already have 4 cards from Animal Guides, and that is the energy for the week of March 10th through the 16th. Gives you a sort of a flavor of the kind of themes and things that are going to be going on in that particular week. For each card, I've also pulled a card that has an archangel on it to tell you what archangel might be great for working with the energy of that particular card. So let's go ahead and get started. And so for our cards, we have the 4 cards with the owls on them that represent the Animal Guides Tarot cards, and the 4 cards with the planet Earth and the wheel of the major arcana that represent our archangels of the week. So our first card is 8 of Water, 8 of Water, and that is ruled by Kangaroo. And it says, it's so easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. Trust that Source will lift you to new heights and give you greater self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. 8 of Water, as it says, is a card that talks about where we do not feel safe or where we feel as though we are trapped when really that entrapment is just an illusion. And so we have the ability to break out of it with our thoughts. So, what archangel might be great for helping us with that? Well, let's take a peek. And the archangel to help us with that is perfection. It is the Emperor card and it has Archangel Michael on it. And so Archangel Michael uses his sword of light to sever our connections to energies of fear and worry and anxiety and our false illusions. He is the Archangel of truth and comes in sapphire blue. So that is perfect energy with Kangaroo. Our next card of energy that we're dealing with, oh, before I do that, I should go back to 8 of Water. Let me tell you a little bit about kangaroos. Kangaroos are known for their ability to bound great distances. In a dangerous situation, they can spring away to safety without planning where they're headed. Now, that can be an analogy for the 8 of Water because sometimes you just know that it's time to go, even if you're not quite sure where you're going, because you'll just figure it out when you get there. Kangaroos are very courageous and always in motion, and it is time for you to hop to new horizons. So our next card is Ace of Earth, that is ruled by Calico Cat. And the card talks about how you can expect a windfall of abundance, such as money or timely assistance or a serendipitous meeting or rewarding advice. You may be offered a fabulous new job, a promotion, or the prospect of a profitable business venture or investment. Now, Ace of Earth is Calico Cat, and calicos are a sign of good luck, perhaps because of the generic rarity of the males, which is akin to a 4-leaf clover. In fact, they are sometimes referred to as money cats. Now, I don't know if you have ever seen those um, little cat figurines that have their paws waving at you like this, like this, like this. Those are called Monarchy Neko, the beckoning cat. And those particular images are talking about abundance and prosperity. They originate in Japan and they're modeled after calicos, and they're placed in the doorways of homes and businesses to welcome in abundance. So, what archangel can help you with that this week? Oh, again, perfection. We have Archangel Jophiel, Jophiel, the beauty of God. She helps us to be able to see the positive in everything. She keeps our thoughts positive, keeps our energy positive, and helps us, therefore, to use law of attraction in a way that is helpful to us. The next card is Unity in traditional tarot. This is the Hierophant. And so this card is ruled by Polar Bear, and it says, embrace this time of deep spiritual growth. Spend time with others who are on a sacred path. Compare traditional methods with new ideas. And so polar bears are symbolic of meaningful moments of spiritual evolution. Their lives call for solitude and introspection, but also compassion and love for their children. So if you follow their example, you will enrich your spiritual life immensely. Polar bears are extremely intelligent and able to adapt to their surroundings. Likewise, this card asks you to examine your situation with an open mind so that you can adjust your plans accordingly. So, who's helping us with that? Archangel Raguel. Raguel is the archangel of manifestation and magic and helping us to understand esoteric concepts and ideas. But I think that in this particular case, we're looking for the magic of brilliant new insights that help us to see ways to do things a different way. Now, our last card is 10 of Air. Some people don't like this card. I generally kind of do like it, but then I'm quintuple Sagittarius, so I really love change. And so this is ruled by Siberian Husky dogs, and it talks of the end of a career path, project, or a relationship brings feelings of mixed joy and sadness, relief, and disappointment. Put aside your fears about these changes and trust that a brighter future awaits. So think of Ten of Air as, yeah, it can be an ending that you're not crazy about, but it can also be an ending that you've been desperately wanting, and it finally shows up in your life. But Ten of Air always leads to a new beginnings. Siberian Husky dogs they're loving, they're smart, they're very alert. But they come from a breed from one of the harshest locations on the planet, Siberia, Russia. So it's no surprise that they symbolize being able to overcome significant challenges to successfully reach your journey's destination. And they come with the hope that comes from the next chapter in your life. Now, you'll notice that this particular Siberian Husky, if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll notice that she has control of her own leash. No one is dictating her destiny but her. So to me, this is really talking about the whole concept of, oh my gosh, there's a big change happening, but are you going to be in charge of the change? Or are you going to let just life move you around? Now, the card, oh, perfect again. The archangel for this one is Jeremiah on the renewal card. Jeremiah is the archangel of life purpose. When we're at a place of endings, when we're at a place of, oh my goodness, things are changing and I need to review my life, that's when Jeremiah is perfect for any kind of situation where you're in that. So there we have our angelic weather report for the week of March 10th through the 16th. We have our 4 archangels that help us with that energy. So the next thing that I want to do is we're going to pull some cards for you. And these cards are to answer your personal question. And I'm just putting these cards back in the deck so that they can come out again if they want to. But what I want you to do is to think about, if you were sitting across from me and I was pulling cards for you, what question would you ask? So think about that a minute while I shuffle. What question would you want to ask the cards? So I'm going to shuffle now. While you're thinking about what question would you ask the cards? And all right, so I'm going to lay out 4 cards for you now. All right. So are you drawn for your answer to card number 1? Are you drawn for your answer to card number 2? Are you drawn as your answer to card number 3? Or is card number 4 calling your name? So if you were drawn to card number 1, the answer is 9 of Earth, 9 of Earth. And 9 of Earth is a card that asks us to sort of be in peace at a particular moment. It is a card of abundance and prosperity and feeling successful, feeling like we've done what we should do, and therefore allowing us the opportunity to take a minute to rest and pause. If you were drawn towards card number 2, it's 6 of Earth again. So another Earth card. This is the Kiwi bird. This is again abundance and prosperity. rarity. The kiwis are funny. They're New Zealand birds, and they lay the largest eggs of any bird on planet Earth relative to their size, indicating big opportunities for abundance and gifts from the universe. If you were drawn to card number 3, again, we have success. This is Sea Turtle. 3 of Fire is a card that talks about success for the long term, thinking about the long term. How are we going to get where we're going? And the last card is King of Air. That is a card that talks about getting expert help, being intellectual rather than emotional, and going to experts in order to get the assistance that you need. So, guys, that's it. That's the Angelic Weather Report from March 10th through the 16th. Please remember that I have a new video series that I'm doing right now called 3 Keys to Magical Transformation. It's live and it's free. You can check it out by going to radleyvalentine.com/magic. And that's it, guys. I will see you next week.